why Intel, you guys are just doing this? You guys are multi-billionaire companies. And hey, what's up guys, I'm BGL. So Intel released an ad on their official YouTube channel. So it's called as Breaking the Spell by Intel. So let's see and react what Intel says by this ad, and is it something wrong, or how is it, how it feels, and let me explain some confusions on this ad. Let's start.
Apple fan?
I am.
Yeah, all Apple.
Apple.
I'm an Apple girl in the Apple world.
I am 100% loyal to Apple.
This is all about getting your opinion.
Cool.
Say.
Sounds good.
Ready to get started?
Wait. He said he's going to ask you an opinion. So my first question is, how they are here? Who are they? Are they just consumers, or are they just paid to do this? Like, who are they? There's no name, there's no something introduction about them, and how are they here? Like Kevin, as he called, he's a moderator, so he just said all of this. He just introduced himself, but who is these guys, and where did they come from? Hey bro, come on here. Who are you? Oh, I'm Kevin. Yeah, come on. I'll just need to ask you an opinion, so it just will be fine. Oh, okay. Like, is it that easy, or come on, what's happening? I just confused. Let's just hear something else.
I'd love to have the freedom to customize.
That'd be amazing if you could.
I hate that you can't add more RAM after you make the wrong decision and get the computer.
So she said that you could not add more RAM after you made a wrong decision to buy and get the computer. Fine, that makes sense. But why there is YouTube, and why there is tech YouTubers, and why are they? So they're just simply saying, just get the high spec RAM like 16 gigs or 32 gigs. Just go as much as you can. Just solved, right? So why just making a wrong decision because you don't have money? So yeah, and also I just need to just explain something, and he said, I love to have a freedom to customize. So what you're trying to say is you don't have a freedom to customize on a MacBook. Fine, that makes sense. You can't add more RAM because it is soldered to the motherboard, and you can't just change the CPU.
Something regarding customization then.
Yes, please.
As to being able to get back to doing those things myself.
That's very exciting.
Wait, what? So he said yes please by seeing that just small clip. What is a CPU Pro? What is it? I don't understand. And what is this clip is explaining? Is it showing, yeah, you can customize the CPU and RAM and some other stuff? Yeah, so you have the freedom to upgrade. Come on, Framework did it, so it's not a big deal. The yes please, so yeah, it doesn't make any sense in that part. So he just saw a small like 5-second or 6-second clip, and he just says yes please.
Yes, please.
Hey, that's a big number. What if you could play all of these games effortlessly on one device?
Well, I recognize a bunch of those games that definitely can't be played on my computer.
The title is, what if you could play games on a laptop? Fine, that makes sense. But is people who buy a MacBook Pro or an Air just for gaming? Like, is there anyone? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I think nobody will just buy a MacBook because they want to game on it. Everybody knows you can't game on a MacBook. It doesn't have have a lot of options to play. Like on the PC, you have tons. Like on this, you have 57,000 plus games that you can play with. Fine, that makes sense. But who is really buying a MacBook to just game on that? It's just mainly made for those who are just editing videos. For that, just that purpose, not for games. Come on, that makes zero sense. So why Intel is just doing this? Why just directly just aiming to Apple? Like, why? Their CPU is far more better and powerful than your chipsets. So it's no point that you just make a ad just telling you can play games on PCs, especially which has Intel processors. I just don't have any reaction with this. It just straight away just trash. Like, come on, that doesn't make any sense. You get the point, right? Yeah, let's continue.
Is that possible?
I think you'll enjoy this. Let me know if you see what's happening here.
Wow.
This is a screen.
Right.
This is another screen.
Stop
they are
it.
both 4K touch screen displays. You like that idea?
Yeah, I like that idea because I know that I would end up loving it.
He says, what if your laptop has two touchscreens? That's awesome. What is my reaction to this is, why need a touchscreen on a MacBook? Because the trackpad is great, and why you need a trackpad? That's my question. So if you want really a trackpad or even a dual touchscreen in your laptop, wouldn't you just search for it? Because come on, you just say it makes sense, and he's just a random guy and you just have a bunch of cameras just pointing at you, and you're just like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Apple's just kidding with me, and I'm just paying a lot of money to them. Yeah, it just totally makes sense. Like, come on, these games, you can't play games on Macs. It's just not a deal to the people who buys a MacBook or an iMac. Just some things that why Intel's doing, like this say anti-Apple ad, something like that. So why Intel, you guys are just doing this? You guys are multi-billionaire companies, and you just simply putting an ad that doesn't have even a good thumbnail, and the thumbnail is trash if I'm being honest. And all of this just doesn't make any sense. If they really want dual touchscreens and some other stuff they're just going to say on this video, all of this, they really need it, they would search for it, right? If they didn't search for it, that means they didn't need it. So because they end up buying the MacBook because they are satisfied with that, just that, then why would you buy that? That doesn't make any sense. If you get my point, you will understand. But all of this doesn't make any sense except the customizability. So you can customize the Mac Pro, except that you can't customize a lot, and the right to repair is just really striking towards Apple. So it just all makes sense except the gaming and why you need a touchscreen and some other stuff. So I'm just really just curious what Intel is going to tell on the rest of the video. So let's see that.
My computer would probably snap if I tried that.
What if I told you that everything we've been talking about today is available now?
Where do I sign up?
But this was not Apple. That is a PC powered by Intel.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
So he doesn't know that laptop isn't powered by any of the chips that is produced and manufactured by Apple. So he doesn't know that. What? So I get the point. So Intel paid them, or even they just say, you just say whatever you just think, and you'll just say, it makes sense, it's cool, and some other stuff. So I just really don't understand why just doing this, why just striking Apple for no reason, and some of these are just doesn't make Intel that great, if you know what I mean by that. So yeah, it just all doesn't make any sense, and for me, I just hate why Intel did this. So yeah, that's pretty big awkward. But if I'm being honest, this ad is at some point it makes sense, but most of it is just not that great. So yeah, there's about a minute left on this video, so yeah, I just really don't want to watch a lot, but let's just watch till the end because I don't have any choice.
Is this real life right now?
What?
Wow.
That is the device you were just holding.
Wow.
These are already out.
These are all already out.
Really?
Mind blown.
That's beautiful. It looks like a piece of artwork.
Oh, you guys have to sign me up. I brought my debit card.
I would say there's a lot more options than with Mac.
Here we go again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah, it's like that meme. I'm 14 and I've been doing videos for 8 months, tech videos, and if I know this much data without even searching a lot for them and just seeing benchmarks and some other people, and or even I just use some other PCs and Macs, but if I know, then they're just older than me and they should know, right? So yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense or even 0 sense as mentioned earlier. So all of these are just not that great. Oh, and she mentioned that you have more options other than the Mac, iMac and the Mac Pro. Of course, because there's a lot of manufacturers. Intel is just the manufacturer of this chipset, the processors, just that. So yeah, there will be more options. Dell, HP and all of them, there will be more options. But Apple is just a solo company that manufactures their own chipsets, their own GPU and their own, all of these are just a solo thing. But Intel just manufacture processors for all of those different companies like Dell, HP and some other stuff, or even Microsoft Surface, the new one. All of these are just a different manufacturers that buys their chipset from Intel, which means Intel doesn't have a lot of options. So yeah, it just doesn't make any sense at the script. So for those who scripted, I don't know why you did it, but the scripting is just trash. The choice makes clear. Go PC. What? That doesn't make clear. They're just trash. Yeah, I just don't know if this video is just going to have a copyright strike, but I'm just saying to you guys that if you really want that dual touchscreens and the customizability of the RAM and some other stuff, if you really want that, wouldn't you go and buy it before just buying the MacBook? Or you didn't know about that? That's why YouTube, that's why a lot of people doing videos to just tell you and just make you decide a good decision. So it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's just the video, just a really simple thing, not a lot answers, not a lot explanation, but I hope you all just get the point. If you really want a PC, if you really want to upgrade the RAM and the chipset and the hard drive and some other stuff, if you want to really upgrade all of this, wouldn't you go and buy it? If you really want it, go and buy it. So it's just a thing that I just noticed from Intel. So I hope Intel didn't do this in a couple of years. So just don't do this kind of scripting and all of those. I hope you guys are clear with this video. Make sure you subscribe. That's pretty much it. Catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.